My parents divorced when I was 7. My father had an affair, my father remarried and got a new family, my mother remained single and bitter she still loved him. They always used to argue about whose turn it was to have me, they were trying to spite each other but the only thing that actually happened was that I realized neither of them must have loved me. One Christmas Eve when I was 14 they were having the same argument. My dad and his new family were staying in a hotel and told my mum they hadn't booked a room for me. I walked to my mum's and she said it was my dad's turn to have me and locked me out. I slept in a car park fire hose. It didn't actually have a fire hose in it. I was so fucking scared and cold skinny kid I knew I couldn't ask my friends to stay because it was Christmas Eve and already close to midnight by this point. I started to cry when the snow started falling at about 3 a.m. I wish I had known back then that I could have just called the police, but my juvenile brain didn't know that. I went to live in a children's home shortly after that and honestly I loved it. I still think of my key worker as my dad. He was great. Update, I'm 35 now, I'm a female. My mother actually lives with me in my house now. I'm a very forgiving person. She became an alcoholic after my father left so I blame him more. I know that's bad. She was an awful mother but she was a product of her own upbringing. Elle wasn't so forgiving with my father because he replaced me. He tore me out of the children's home when I was 15 because he was embarrassed his daughter lived in a children's home. He did up homes for a living like. He went from living into a 1-bed apartment to a 5-bed townhouse because he could afford that. Now he put me in a Harry Potter room. It was a 5-bedroom and my step-siblings had massive rooms despite me being older than them. Like if you walked into my room, it had a glass door, no privacy, you would bump your head. I left and went to live in a hostel when I was a certain age. Can't remember. My father bought my mother out of my 3-bed childhood home. She bought a 1-bed flat. I was like okay, guess I'm not welcome, phoned up social services and put myself into system.